What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sweat and Iron. I'm Graham, your host, and we got Minisode number 10. And Eric is online. We got John Riley online. I think Eric might have left. He might still be there. That's the thing. You know, I've noticed about Facebook Live, one of the most annoying things about Facebook Live is that it doesn't really update your listeners or your viewers that fast. And then all of a sudden it looks like they dropped off, and I don't know what's going on. But anyways, here we go. Minisode number 10. I want to make this as quick as possible because I still have to do an intro for the episode I'm going to post this week. Connie, everybody, is in the shower. And when she gets out, she's coming here, and she's going to help me do that intro. What intro is it? She has no idea what it's going to be. It's going to be Allie's episode. So Allie, here I'm gonna pick this up and talk to you. Allie, get my finger out of the way. What I'd like to say is I'm really, really excited about this episode. Really excited. Because it's what I'm really getting into lately is the fact that these episodes, I'm totally playing with the microphone here. These episodes are turned into like little series by themselves. So you got the wrestling series. Now I'm going to have a mini series on CrossFit. And then I'm going to have a mini series on roller derby. And gosh, you know, it's just so cool that I can get the viewpoints of two different people. And in both cases, these people are nowhere near each other. They know of each other, but they've never met one another. They do the same thing, but they are on opposite sides. Nope. In one case, they are in the same area, sort of. One person's in Florida, one person's in Atlanta, so they're two different states. But on the other side, roller derby, you've got somebody that's down in the Southwest, and you've got somebody up in the middle of nowhere of Montana. So it's really interesting to get both viewpoints, both stories, and both experiences. So I'm really happy to bring that to you. Meanwhile, I totally forgot to bring this up in Minisode 9. Minisode 9, we are going to be talking to Mr. X. That's right, Mr. X. For anybody who does not know, we are going to be talking about steroids. That's right. We are talking about steroids. Anybody who's on Facebook Live, you can see that's my dog over there. She is old and sleepy. She's actually laying on my pillow. She's passed out cold on Daddy's pillow. Anyways, if you've got a dog, that's awesome. If you have a dog, you should stop by the Facebook group for the Facebook page for Sweat and Iron Fitness and Nutrition Podcast and tell me all about your dog. I'd love to hear it. Drop me a line on Instagram, Sweat and Iron. Tell me about your dog. I'd love to hear it. Anyways, yes, so steroids. We're talking about steroids. I'm not condoning steroids. I'm not saying no to steroids, but here's what I am doing. I'm getting the input of somebody who uses gear, roids, testosterone beyond therapeutic levels to go all out, to be extreme, to go above and beyond what you should really be able to do. And these people, these gym goers, these bodybuilders, they go every day. They don't believe in rest days because they don't have to, because of what they do. They boost what is naturally given to you, and in women's cases, they really boost it because, you know, women have a minimal level compared to men. And in this case, you just feel good all the time. And a lot of people, you have the argument of, well, what is it doing to you in the meantime? What's the long-term effects? What's this? What's that? Give me the answer to this. And I asked Mr. X so many questions. It's unbelievable. The interview is 2 hours long, but I'm in the middle of editing it still because I'm trying to make him as anonymous as possible. Because if you don't know it, and if you haven't listened to my previous episodes, if you say that you use steroids and you're into competing, you will get blackballed. And it's one of those weird things that people do not want to be associated with. That, sports names, they don't want to be associated with it. The competition judges, they know it's there. They know you're using it. They just don't want to know it's you using it. Because for some weird reason, when they know that, it totally gives them a different opinion of of what you do, your outcome. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's like the mafia. We know it's there, but we never discuss it. It's in the background, but we're not stupid. We know about it. So why not just fucking talk about it? Really? I mean, why all the secrecy? We know it's there. And in all sincerity, honesty, what have you, if we had less secrecy, there would be less sneaking around. There would be more people asking out in the open how to do it correctly, how to do it safely, how to be monitored, and fewer people going to sources who claim they know what they're doing, but they're not. What I mean is the black market. You get on the black market, and if you don't know the right people, you could be hooked up with the wrong people, and those people, let's just face it, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll be hooked up with somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. And in this interview, I cover all of this and more, and it was very insightful, informative, educational, what have you, and I'm very excited to get that out to you as soon as possible. As soon as I get done editing it. It's really long. It's taking me forever to edit. I'm a one-man show. I'm sorry. It's coming. Speaking of coming, Larry's coming, everybody. Not right now. Not at this minute. He's not coming. He's going to be coming through an episode. Okay, you know what? He's going to be in another episode. How about that? The Larry Josh episode is coming. It will be posted. Gosh, that's such a horrible word to be using with both those guys. Never use the word coming when you're talking about Larry and Josh. Just a heads up. Stop. It's bad. It leads to bad outcomes and bad jokes. So, anyways, moving on, because Connie's over there. She about fell off the bed laughing. All right. Where are we at? Connie, what do we got going on? Any good episodes coming up?
I don't know what you're afraid to talk about.
Well, we got Allie's episode. We've got Nancy's episode. We've got roller derby. We got Mr. X and his roids. We've got Larry and Josh. Oh, by the way, coming up this Saturday, I will be interviewing my friend, co-worker, pathologist, Dr. Keeney. He's cool with me saying his name. He doesn't use roids. Yeah, he doesn't use roids, so he's very open about it. His name. He is just an avid lifter. He's been in... he doesn't compete at all, but he just likes to do bodybuilding for his personal gains. And he has a home gym. And it's just going to be a bunch of bro talk. It's just going to be two guys chit-chatting, talking about lifting, talking about where he started, talking about his home gym, and inspiration for staying driven, because let's face it, occasionally we have those thoughts of, why do I keep going to the gym? Do I have to go to the gym today? Why do I keep working out? Is it because I am just full of myself? I don't know. I know that these thoughts pop up, but in the end, you just got to keep telling yourself, look at where I was, look at where I am now, and I guarantee you that if you are making a routine out of going to the gym, eating healthier, and by eating healthier, I'm doing that in quotations. I mean, eating better. I'd rather say eating better, then you will definitely see a difference over time. And wouldn't you want to maintain that? Or do you want to go back to what you were before? Think of it that way. That's what I would do. And he and I will go over that. I'm really excited about that interview because I'm just excited to see what he's going to do outside of work, because he's very talkative. You get him talking about weightlifting, nutrition, and everything. And he's more into talking about weights than nutrition. So it's going to be really interesting in general to hear him talk about nutrition. But I'm wondering if he's going to be really, really chatty in an interview. It's going to be a different setting for him. So, and it's going to be a different setting for us because we've never talked outside of work. So this is going to be really cool. Let's see, what else? Alicia Bell is going to be coming back to the podcast. Alicia Bell, everybody. We're going to be discussing some fun facts about being large and in charge, I guess is what you could say, right? I mean, she says that she has a lot to say about being a larger female in an athletic world. We did an episode together where we discussed pole dancing fitness. Well, let's do an episode on how you're in pole dancing fitness, but you're a larger lady. You're lifting weights, but you're a larger lady. All these, stigmas, negative outlooks, judgments, and personal feelings, personal outlooks on everything towards, yourself, your goals, you name it. I mean, she has a lot to share, and it'll be an interesting episode to cover. So, I don't remember when I have that scheduled. I just remember that I messaged her. It was either a Friday night or a Saturday night, and she was drunk. And I hope you're okay with me saying that, Alicia. It's too late. I'm not going back and editing it. But, yeah, she loves her wine. Who doesn't love their wine? I messaged her, and she kept saying, let's do this. Let's do this interview. And I think she meant right then and there. But I decided to wait till she was sober to do the interview. So, anyways, I've got that coming up. And,
Jamie.
Oh, that's right. So Connie has a friend from college. Her name is Jamie. How old is their kid now?
He's got to be about almost 2.
Almost 2?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Toddler.
He's a toddler. Either way. Her name's Jamie. She is a physical therapist. Right? Mm-hmm. She's in physical therapy, and she has, she's allowing me to interview her about physical therapy, sports injuries, and I'd really like to get her opinion on, if I injured this, what do you recommend doing? How do you work with that person? I just want to throw a bunch of different scenarios at her and get input from her on that, and why she chose that area, and the career outlook for her, what you can branch into, stuff like that. It's going to be an interesting episode for anybody out there who's thought about physical therapy, who might have had an injury, who has an injury, and just wants information to be accessible out there on the internet, rather than going to WebMD and saying, I have knee pain, and then it tells you, you could have a torn ACL, and you're like, oh, dear God. I need surgery. It's always surgery. Whenever you say that you have an injury and you Google, it says, you may need surgery. Let me tell you guys right now, when I Googled that I had knee pain, it was one of the very first things that popped up. And I remember freaking out to Connie thinking, oh my God. And she told me, well, can you still walk on it? And I said, yeah. She says, does it hurt when you walk? I said, no. And she goes, then you're okay. You don't need surgery. I was like, thanks, doctor. But it's true. I don't have the knees of a 95-year-old man anymore. I'm able to run on the treadmill. I am already doing leg day, not like I used to. I'm going into it very slowly. James Anderson, you can make fun of me all you want for lifting light, but hey, I'm going in slow and I'm getting my form back. When you take 3 months off of doing leg day, you don't just jump headfirst into the deep end of the pool. You just you got to ease into it. You got to make sure that your form stays right. I'm going back to planks. I'm getting back into planks to work on my core, to make sure that my core is nice and strong before I start getting the weights a little bit heavier. So that's what I got working on. And yeah. Anyways, so there we go. You want me to say anything else, Connie? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to wrap up this episode so I can get it all posted for tomorrow. And let's see. John Riley says, my buddy paid twice for a second tier gear. Oh, I have no idea what that means. Second tier gear. Is there a first? Does that mean that he paid for the really good stuff, John? I'm really sorry that I missed out on that, but I was really getting into talking about the episodes. But yeah, that's a great, if that's what you're saying, then it's very true. The episode goes into how there's different dilutions of the stuff because some of these people make it up themselves. It's the black market for a reason. You don't necessarily know what you're getting. And I can't say any more about it because Mr. X goes into so much detail about it. We cover so many bases. So anyways, all you guys out there, stay tuned for the following episode with Allie, followed by Nancy's episode. And then I'm going to get out to you, Josh and Larry. And then after that, I'll get into the Derby girls. And then I will then get Mr. X's episode out there. And then boom, boom, boom. Before you know it, we're going to be up to 40 episodes by the end of May, everybody. So you keep setting those goals and you keep at it.